Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens, and man, what a game that was for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to talk about that in today's segment. We're going to dive a little deeper into that game. Man, history was made, and Tom Brady, the GOAT of GOATs, got it done, MVP. So look, I'd like to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. Now, like I said, Tom Brady got it done. I got red on. I know the Chiefs are red too, but this is Buccaneer red. This is Tom Brady red. Got the red lights. Man, what a game. What a game. And I called it. I said, man, the NFL is a league that has historic moments throughout its existence. And this is the first time that the hosting city was actually in the game, that was in the Super Bowl. And why not host and hoist? And instead, if there's someone that's gonna do that, it's gonna be Tom Brady. And it was destined to happen, and they didn't just win. They dominated. And I think I don't know what all the analysts at the game, 90% of people were picking the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs were without their starting offensive tackles. That, to me, was where this game was lost for the Chiefs. They had no protection. You seen Mahomes running around the entire game, and that Tampa Bay D-line was just getting after him. And I liked what they did defensively. Yeah, I'm talking defense. I know I'm an offensive guy, but I liked what they did defensively to confuse Mahomes. And the Kansas City Chiefs did not score a touchdown. You're talking about one of the most explosive offenses in the league. And that Tampa Bay D held them to 3 field goals. That is huge. Yes, defense wins championships. If the other team don't score, you're going to give your offense and your team a really good shot and winning the game. And when you got Tom Brady, when you got Gronk, when you got Fournette, Jones, AB, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they had the pieces that they needed to get this thing done. It's mind-blowing to me. And, Tom Brady, to be able to do this, at this stage of his career, he looks just as good as he did in any other year. And so I think that organization, that coaching staff did a tremendous job of surrounding him with pieces, adding some pieces on offense, shoring up some things on defense. And it's funny because I had a conversation with my son right when the trade happened. One of the biggest news in the sports world, Tom Brady. What are your thoughts about him going to Tampa Bay and being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer?
It's obviously kind of weird not seeing him as a Patriot because he spent the last 20 years there and won 6 rings. But he's obviously closing in to the end of his career, so I guess he wanted to be settled somewhere like Florida for his family, and once he's retired, he can have a place to live that's nice for his family, I guess. Hey, no home team has ever won the Super Bowl, so
you think Tom Brady gonna add this to the list of his records?
If Tampa gets some weapons and fixes up some of their defense, then yeah, they have a shot.
So as soon as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers acquired Tom Brady, we had a little sit down, makeshift little interview, he and I, and we talked about it. And my son said this, Chad Jr. said this. He said, well, if the Bucs get Tom Brady a few more weapons on offense and they shore up some things on the defensive side, I think they got a shot to make history. And they did just that. So look, man, it was fun to watch. It was fun to witness greatness. I think everyone can respect that. I know there's some people out there who are like, oh man, I'm tired. When he was in New England, I'm tired of New England winning. I want someone else to win. But you got to respect it. You got to respect greatness. And 7 rings. Tom Brady. All right, he won up Michael Jordan. And I love the memes that was going around. They had MJ in a Golden State Warrior uniform because we all know how competitive Michael Jordan is. And, I'm pretty sure he was rooting for the Chiefs. But nonetheless, man, what a great game. What a huge milestone for the NFL to have that historic thing happen. And like I said, no one better than Tom Brady to do it. And man, I was just happy to see football, to see those fans in the stadium. They got to experience the Super Bowl. And hey, let us know what you thought about the halftime show. The Weeknd, I thought he brought some energy. He brought some, some cool things. And that little shot of him in the maze running around, I'm pretty sure you guys seen those memes that was being made about that's Mahomes looking for receivers downfield. I know people were having fun with that. I know we sure did. But yeah, so I mean, that to me, those were the differences of the game. I talked about the trenches, O-line versus the D-lines, and that's where Tampa Bay won it. And ultimately, the MVP, Tom Brady, was the X factor. And I'm happy for Antonio Brown. I'm extremely happy for that guy because, we all know what he went through on a personal note. And to get another chance, right? With Tom Brady, he just zipped his mouth. He played football. Now he's got a Super Bowl ring, And as a player, speaking on experience, I know that getting a ring is like one of that almost not seals the deal for you in your career, but it definitely alleviates, I don't want to say pressure, but getting a ring, that's always been the ultimate goal, right? Winning a championship, getting that ring, and everything else is gravy, man. You got that one, you're a champion, and no one will ever be able to take that away from you. And Tom Brady's got 7. Is he going to come back for more next year? Can Tampa Bay get back to the Super Bowl? And can Tom Brady get an 8th ring? Let us know your thoughts. And with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in today. What an amazing Super Bowl that was. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Shout out to the GOAT of GOATs, Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, and thank you guys so much once again. Aloha.